three-tier architecture. Meaning of one tier, all the things in one system. Meaning of two-tier, communication between client and server. In the same way, meaning of three-tier, communication between browser, server, and database. In simple, we need to be get mentioned the browser and then server and then database. For these particular one, we need to be get take care about the technical terminology that we mentioned like application layer and then taking with business layer or logic layer and then database layer. We need to be get take care about in confirming application layer is working correctly or not. To test application layer, what kind of testing? Functionality testing, or we can consider functional testing. In the same way, to confirm that business layer or logic layer, what kind of testing? What is it? API testing. As part of API testing, what are the steps need to be done? Taking care about sending with the request and getting with response to confirm that that particular request and response has been correct or not. We need to be get take care about the status code based on request and response and based on status code. We need to be get take care about in implementing or doing that particular respective API testing. In the same way, we need to be get take care about in doing database layer to confirm that database layer has been working correctly or not. Need to be get take care about database testing. So now the whole conclusion we need to be get take care about in implementing the steps of database testing. So as part of database testing, it's not like any major activities we need to do. As part of database testing, we need to begin taking care about in confirming that data has been saved in proper table or not. We need to begin take care about in considering that or mentioning that data has been saved in respective table or not. In simple, if I'm taking with database, meaning of the database, meaning of the database. In simple, we can consider the group of tables. If I'm taking with the database, in simple, we can mention the group of tables. Meaning of the table, what is it? Rows and columns. If I'm taking with the table, we can say that group of rows and columns. Whenever you are referring with the table, you will take care about in having the rows and taking with columns. So in simple, we can say that group of rows and columns, we can consider one table. In the same way, group of tables, we can consider the database. I mean, as part of database testing, as part of database testing, we need to be get take care about as part of database testing, we need to be get take care about data has been saved in proper table or not. That is what we need to take care about in doing that particular database testing. For doing that, for implementing that, we have to take care about in retrieving data from database table. We are not taking care about creating with any of the table. Database developer is totally different. Tester is totally different. We are not worried about in taking care about developing the table, creating with the table. We need to take care about how we can retrieve data from database tables. Further, further, we need to take care about in writing with different type of query statement or queries to retrieve data from the database or tables. We have to take care about in writing with different type of query statement to write that particular different type of query statement, to write that particular different type of query statement, we need to be get take care about SQL. So we got different type of options are there, but for now we need to be get take care about in having with SQL. Meaning of SQL, structured query language. If I'm taking with SQL, we need to be get considering the structured query language. So programming, while working, programming, how we are taking care about in utilizing the respective programming languages in the same way related to the database also we can take care about in utilizing different type of languages. In that, for now, we are taking care about the syntax to be followed with the respective of SQL. Further, we need to be get comfortable what exactly the syntax we need to be get followed in writing that particular respective query statement. To write that particular queries or to execute that particular queries as part of practice purpose, as part of the practice we need to take care about in doing with installation. We have to take care about in doing that particular respective installation. That particular installation, that particular installation we need to be get take care about followed by two steps here. That particular installation taking care about in followed by two steps. What is the first step? Download and install Oracle Oracle Database XC. Meaning of XC? Express Edition. We can directly install Oracle also, or we can try Oracle Express Edition. That depends on your laptop compatibility. As part of for doing the practice, we need to take care about in utilizing any of the one database need to be available in the system. For the practice purpose, any of one particular database need to be get available in the system. That will be taking with the one step considering the download and install Oracle Database XC. In the same way, second step. What is the second step? Download and copy SQL developer. We need to be get take care about download and copy. Just that is in a zip file. we have to take care about in downloading that particular zip file and doing that particular extract. If I'm taking with this particular SQL developer, which is we are utilizing equal to Eclipse. If I'm taking with Eclipse, what is the use of Eclipse? Writing the programs and executing the program. In the same way, in the same way, to take care about in writing with that particular query statement and executing the query statement, we can utilize this particular SQL developer. We can take care about the command prompt also. Most of the time, the people can practice from the command prompt, but to make with our easy understanding, we are taking with this particular SQL developer IDE. We can consider that this is an SQL developer IDE. Meaning of IDE, integrated development environment. For the purpose of writing this particular query statement, we can take care about in utilizing this particular respective SQL developer. Okay. So we need to be get take care about in completing that particular respective installation. We need to be get take care about in completing that particular respective installation. In my laptop, I have been already installed with Oracle. I have been already completed with installing with Oracle and then taking care about SQL developer. So that particular SQL developer, it is a just in a zip file. You need to be download. You need to extract. Once you done with extract, once you done with extract, you need to take care about that particular SQL developer. Once you done with that particular extract, you have to take care about that particular SQL developer, which can be used in writing with that particular query statement and taking care about executing query statement. So don't be get confused about all the things here. In simple, the whole target and the whole concept of this particular database as a tester perspective, not like developer. As a tester, we need to be get comfortable in understanding how exactly we can retrieve data from database. If I'm taking with database, meaning of the database, group of tables, meaning of the table, group of rows and column. That means as part of this particular database, we need to be get understand how exactly we can retrieve the data from one table or how we can retrieve data from multiple table. That syntax need to be get understand while working with Java programming, creating the class, creating the method, creating the object, all that particular syntax, how we learn. In the same way, while working the Selenium, working with text box, working with buttons, working with the links, how we learn the syntax. In the similar way, while working with the database also, how we can retrieve data from one table or multiple table. We need to understand that particular syntax. In your laptop, if you are comfortable in installing the database, it can take care about that installation. Having with any of the issues in the installation, don't get waste with the time. You can just utilize any of online editor. Just in Google, you can type like SQL online editor. In Google, you can type like SQL online editor. The target not like taking care about installation. The target you need to be get comfortable. You need to be get comfortable taking care about in practicing that particular query statement. That is what we need to be get understand. We have to take care about in practicing with that particular respective query statement. So that particular installations need to be done. Once that particular installations are completed, we need to be get take care about in open that particular database. Once we got open that particular database, we need to be get start taking care about in writing with query statement. For the practice purpose, in my laptop, I have been already installed with the database. What is the database I got installed? Oracle. I got installed that Oracle for the practice purpose. For the practice purpose. In that Oracle, for the practice purpose, in that particular Oracle, I'll take care about in creating with the respective database. That is how exactly the real time. In the real time, one database will be there. In that particular database, you will take care about in maintaining database for development and database for testing and then database for live environment or production. Your database will be the same Oracle only. The type of database will be Oracle only, but under Oracle, you will take care about in creating with different type of database. One you will be taking with the one you will be taking with development database or testing database or production or live environment. So for now, for our testing perspective, I'm just taking care about in creating with one particular database, providing some name. What is a database type? Oracle only. Need to be get provide username. That particular username is system. System is default username for maximum of database. For maximum of database, this particular system is considering the default username. Need to be get provide password. From where you will get this password? This database password from where you will get at the time of installation. At the time of you are installing database in your laptop, what exactly the password you provided. At the time of installation, what exactly the password you have been provided, you need to be get take care about in providing that particular respective password. Once you got provide the password, that particular connection type, basic, taking with host name, all those things will be the same. Host name, local host, considering that the database available in the same laptop. After that, taking with the port number and then taking with that particular ID. Once you provide, first you can take care about click on test button. Once you click on test button, once you got click on test button, it will take care about your credentials, your connection has been correct or not. Just you can take care about click on that particular test button, it has to be get take care about that is correct or not. Okay. So now I can see that which it has been given the status is success. Then you can take care about click on connect. So once you got click on that connect, it will take care about in connecting to that particular database. Then you can take care about in performing all the activities. Now the whole concept is as part of the basics of database testing. You need to take care about how we can retrieve the data from one table or retrieving the data from multiple table or retrieving the data from one column or retrieving the data from more than one column and retrieve the data from based on conditions. The whole thing, the whole concept, retrieving the data from one table or retrieving the data from multiple table, retrieving the data from one column, retrieving the data from multiple columns, and retrieve the data from one particular column, multiple column, and conditions. This is how we need to be get comfortable in taking care about retrieving the data. Further, we need to understand how we can take care about in doing these things here. For doing these activity, for doing this kind of activity, first you have to take care about the database tables. In case of real time, in case of real time, as a tester, you never worried about in creating database tables. In the real time, as a tester, you never worried about creating database tables. According to that project, you will get requirement document. How you got functional requirement document, API testing requirement document, in the same way, in the same way, related to database testing also, according to that project, according to that particular project, what are all database tables are there? In that particular database tables, what are the columns? That information provided in the requirement document, according to the requirement document, database developer, they will take care about in creating with database tables. As a tester, you will enter the data from application UI. As part of database testing, we need to connect that particular respective database table and need to retrieve the data. Further, we have to take care about writing the query statement that will look into that. But as of now, for the practice purpose, for understanding, we'll take care about the syntax of creating the table also. I mean, as simple as Java, we are utilizing the Java syntax, Java related methods. In the same way, Selenium related methods, that programming syntax. TestNG, we got TestNG related annotations. In the same way, database related commands. What is it? Commands. The terminologies Java methods, Selenium methods, TestNG annotations. In case of database, database commands. Most of the time, we used the terminology database commands. The database commands, you need to be get comfortable. The database commands, you need to be get comfortable. Let's understand one by one what exactly that commands need to be used. Along with the commands, will take care about the syntax also. Further, take care about writing with the new heading. Mention the creating new table. Write the new heading, creating new table, and then make a note of this particular syntax. Just mention that creating new table and make a note of that particular syntax. Not required example. Example is not required. Example is not required. Just take care about the syntax only. All the online students also, all the online students also, please take care about that particular syntax. Up to that highlighted one, that syntax. Okay. Just only the syntax, not required that particular example, only the syntax. Okay. Right. See the understanding. We are just understanding that in creating with database table. Further, as part of database, we are taking care about in using the command. What is the command? Create. Create is one particular command taking care about in creating with the table. If you want to be get, if you want to be get, take care about in creating the table. We need to be get take care about in using the command is create. It can go with capital letters, small letters. That doesn't make any problem. In case of Java, in case of Selenium, it is a case sensitive. While working Java, while working Selenium, capital letters and small letter, different meaning. But this particular database, capital letter and small letter, that will be the same according to your comfortable. You can take care about in taking with capital letter or you can take care about small letter. That you will be taking with creating with table, providing with table name. You need to be get provide the table name. After that, you have to take care about in providing the table column. You need to be get take care about in providing that particular table column. In that particular table, in that particular table, what are all the columns you want to create, you need to be get provide. That you will be taking with employee ID and then taking with employee name. You need to be get provide the data type. You need to be get provide the data type integer in that table. In that table, it will accept only integer. In that table, it will accept only integer. Worker, it can take care about the integer value and then taking with that characters. For that column, we need to be get provide the size also. What exactly the maximum size we can provide that particular size also. So one, you will be taking with employee ID and taking with employee name and considering the employee role, considering the taking with worker, we need to be get provide that particular column size. After that, which need to be get take care about that particular employee status, and then considering the worker. Randomly, I'm creating for our practice purpose. I'm just taking care about randomly. In case of real time, the database developers will be there according to the requirement document. What are all that particular columns? What kind of data? That information also provided in requirement document. That information also provided in requirement document. According to according to the requirement document, they will take care about in creating the respective column. Now we are using the command. What is the command? Taking with create. We are using with the command taking with create and taking care about creating with the table with the name of employee 39 having the columns. What are the columns? Employee ID. Another one taking with employee name. Another one taking with employee role. Another one taking with employee status. With that columns, we need to create. We have to take care about executing. Just will take care about that run button, taking care about the execution, which need to take care about that particular table has been created. I mean, you need to be get comfortable taking care about in understanding that particular respective syntax. We need to be get take care about in understanding that particular respective syntax. What is mean by select statement? That I'll discuss on it. Now we can say that we are able to see that table is created. The table is created. What are the columns we got? Employee ID, employee name, employee role, employee status. We just table. We are just able to create table. But if I refer the table, any data in the table, is there any data in the table? No. We need to take care about inserting the data. We created the table with the command of create. In the same way, in the same way, we need to take care about inserting the data. How we can insert the data. How we can take care about inserting the data. Further, we are using one more command. That is what you will be taking with insert. Just mention that insert data and make a note of syntaxes. Description is not required. Description is not required. Just mention the insert data. Make a note of the syntax. Only syntax. All the description is not required. Just make a note of the syntax only. Online students also. All the online students also. Just make a note of that particular syntax only. Mention that insert data and make a note of the syntax. Did you guys got any information related to NASCAM exam? No, right? Okay. This make a note of only the syntax. All the online students also, all the online students also, just make a note of only the syntax. Example is not required. Just make a note of only syntax. Oh. Make a note of both the syntax. Syntax 1, option 1, and this is syntax 2. Syntax 1, syntax 2. Example is not required. Example is not required. Just make a note of only that particular syntaxes, that particular syntax 1, and then syntax 2. Just only syntax. Okay. Right. Let's understand what exactly mean by that. So first, we need to be get take care about in working with create command. What is the use of create command? Creating the table. We got create command which will take care about creating with the table. In the same way, we need to take care about insert command. What is it? Insert command. One you will be taking with create, another one you will be taking with insert. Create command is for creating the table. In the same way, insert command has been used in inserting the data in table. Inserting the data in table. One is create command, another one insert command. Create command, creating the table. Insert command in inserting with the data. Taking care about insert into, need to provide table name. What is the table name? Employee 39. After that, we need to be get provide the column names. Employee ID, taking with employee name, and taking with employee role, and taking with employee status. These are all columns we got. We need to be get provide that particular columns. For these particular columns, for these particular columns, we need to insert values. We need to insert with the data, nothing but we need to be get insert values. For that, we need to take care about in providing that particular data, taking with employee ID and taking with employee name. After that, we need to be get provide the employee role. We need to be get provide the employee role. After that, we need to take care about in providing that particular employee status. We are taking care about inserting the data into the table, considering the employee ID, employee name, taking with employee role, and taking with employee status. If we just execute that particular row, it will get insert. If we just execute that particular row, it will get insert according to your comfortable. According to your comfortable, you can take care about in inserting any of the data. According to your comfortable, you can take care about in inserting with any of the data. What exactly the data you want to insert, you can take care about inserting with the data. Just you need to be get comfortable taking care about that particular syntax. We got both the approaches. One is first we can provide First, we can provide all the columns. Along with column names, we can provide values. One approach. Otherwise, the one another approach directly we can take care about. Directly we can take care about in providing that particular respective values here. So according to your comfortable according to your comfortable, you can provide that particular respective data. Just randomly, I'm taking care about in giving that particular information. Just I'm inserting that particular data, taking care about in providing that particular respective data, just changing that particular data and then inserting just randomly we are taking care about it. Let's say that you can go with any kind of the data. So for now, for our practice purpose, just I'm taking with some particular dummy data. You can go with any of the thing here. This is how we can take care about in creating with the table and then inserting with the data from table. Now we can see here, let me cross check that particular table. What is mean by the select command? I will explain. First, we are taking care about in creating with the table and taking care about inserting with the data. So we are able to see that what exactly the data got insert. So we got two commands here. One is create command. Another one insert command. Create command is for creating the table. Insert command is for inserting the data. In the same way, we can take care about, in the same way, we can take care about updating the table and updating the data. Two things we can do. One is we can update table columns. One is we can update table columns. Another one, we can update table data. Further, we'll take care about updating with table column. I mean, for this table, how many columns we got? Yeah. How many columns we got? How many columns are there? How many columns? Four. How many rows? How many rows? 10 rows. So for this particular table, I want to take care about in adding with one more column. For that, we can utilize the command alter. We can utilize with the command that will be taking with alter. Mention that add column and make a note of the syntax. Mention that adding column. Description is not required. Description is not required. Just make a note of that particular syntax. Description is not required. Just make a note of that particular syntax. all online students also just take care about that particular syntax. Only the syntax. Okay. Right. Let's see that how we can utilize it. One we got creating with the table and then inserting with the data. Then we are taking care about updating with that particular column that you are taking care about using the command. What is that command you got? What is the command? Alter. Use of alter. Updating table column. Updating table column that you will be taking care about. Alter table. Providing with table ID. Providing with table ID. Taking care about in adding with column that you will be taking with employee salary that you will be taking with data type considering the integer. So you are taking care about in updating with the table, updating with the table of employee 39 by adding the column. What is the column? Employee salary. We need to take care about in adding with the column that we will be taking with employee salary. Just Okay. So which need to be get take care about in updating that particular table that we got take care about that we got take care about in updating with that particular table. I can see that if I'm referring that particular table, we need to be able to see that that column got added. What is the column we added? Employee salary. We got take care about in adding with the column that we will be taking with employee salary. Now it is giving the data as null. Why it is giving null? We have not provided, we have not inserted any data. Now we have to take care about inserting with the data, but not like for all the records the same data. Not like for all the records the same data. We have to take care about in coming up with utilizing the respective conditions. We need to take care about update the data, update the data based on the respective conditions. That means we have to take care about employee ID. We need to take care about the employee ID based on that particular employee ID. Based on that particular employee ID, we have to take care about. We need to be get taking care about in updating the data. Previously, we are updating table column. In the same way, we need to take care about updating table data. For updating table data, very straightforward. You will use the command of update. For updating table data, we'll use the command of update. Mention that updating the data and make a note of this particular syntax. Only syntax. Example is not required. Example is not required. Just make a note of that particular syntax. Just only that syntax. All the online students also, all the online students also, just make a note of only that particular respective syntax. So you guys need to be get comfortable taking care about that particular syntaxes in writing different type of query statement. Just need to take care about in writing different type of query statement. Please take care about. Please take care about all the syntaxes. Okay, right. See that which need to be get mentioning about using the command. What is the command? Which will be taking with update. What we need to update? Table. So we need to update that particular table. That particular table ID. What is the table ID? 39. For that particular table, we have to take care about set. We need to set employee salary. We need to set employee salary. Need to be get provide that particular respective employee salary by taking with that particular where condition where employee ID equal to 101. I mean, you are looking into the condition, you are taking care about that condition, whereas employee ID equal to 101, it's need to be get insert. It's need to be get insert that particular respective salary here. So in this way, you can take care about, in this way, you can take care about in updating that particular data based on condition. Based on that particular condition, you can take care about, you can take care about in updating that particular respective data here. So according to your comfortable, just randomly I'm giving some dummy data. Just you can take care about, just you can take care about in mentioning that any of the data. Just you can take care about in mentioning that particular any of the data here. Okay. So just will be inserting that particular data here. Okay. Let me insert all the records here. Just take care about inserting all that particular records. Okay. So this we need to be get take care about. This we need to be get take care about in mentioning that updating the table data. First, we got take care about. We need to be get take care about updating with the table and then taking care about updating table data, updating table data based on that particular columns here. Based on that particular condition, we are taking care about in updating with the data here. So we got taking care about creating with the table. What is the command? Create. And then we got inserting with the data. What is the command? Insert. Updating table column. What is the command? Alter. updating the table data. What is the command? What is it? Update. In the straight away, we can take care about delete command. In the straight away, we can take care about delete command. In deleting with particular row, we can take care about deleting with particular row or deleting with the whole table. We can take care about in deleting with particular row and we can take care about in deleting with whole table. Further, very straight away, we can use with the command. You can use with the command that will be taking with delete. Very straight away, we can use that particular command that will be taking with delete. Just make a note of that particular syntax here. Just take care about that particular delete command. Just mention the syntax only. One is deleting the row and deleting the table. One syntax deleting the row, another syntax deleting the records. Deleting the table. Example is not required. Examples are not required. Just take care about deleting particular row, deleting particular row, and deleting all records. Deleting particular row and deleting all records. Just both the syntax. Online students also just make a note of that particular syntax, deleting with particular row and deleting with whole table. Okay. So that particular command, you can try it. For now, I'm not executing. For now, I'm not executing that particular command, but we got in a command. What is it? Delete. We can utilize, we can use that particular delete command for one particular row. For one particular row by using where condition. We can delete one particular row by taking with where condition. In the same way, sorry. In the same way, we can take care about in deleting with the whole table that you can mention that you can take care about providing with the table name. The table ID. What exactly the table you got created, you can provide that particular table that you can take care about deleting with the whole table. One we can take care about, one we can take care about deleting with particular row and deleting with the whole table. This is what the regular commands taking care about. Create command and then insert command and then alter command and then update and then delete. Regular commands and the basic commands. The very regular commands and taking with basic commands here. Apart from that, apart from that, our main target. Apart from that, our main target taking care about select command. Our main target taking care about select command in retrieving the data. The main target select command in retrieving the data. Mention the select statement, mention the select statement and make a note of that description. Mention the select statement, mention the select statement and make a note of that particular description. All online students also, all online students also write with the heading, mention the select statement and make a note of that particular description. Just up to the highlighted one. Okay. Right. After that, just continue the same. Oh, just continue the same. Make a note of the description and the syntax. Make a note of the description and that particular syntax up to the highlighted one. Make a note of that particular description and then that particular syntax up to that highlighted one. Online students also make a note of up to that particular highlighted one. Okay. Up to the highlighted one. Right. Okay. See the syntax here. The one we need to be take care about. The main thing here, considering the which we will be taking with select statement as part of tester, as part of the tester, the main practice need to be take care about this particular select statement. As part of the tester, we need to take care about the more practice on select statement, creating the tables. Tables you never created, the development team will be there. But according to that particular requirement document, the way of tables are available for that particular database, for that particular project, you have to take care about retrieving the data from one table or retrieving the data from multiple tables or retrieving the data from one column or retrieving the data from multiple columns or retrieving the data based on conditions, retrieving the data based on conditions. In this way, you need to be get more comfortable how exactly that particular respective syntaxes need to be get followed. In that, we are using select command, the functionality retrieve the data. Select command, the functionality retrieve the data. Select command has been used. Select command has been used, taking care about in retrieving the data. In that, we can take care about using the star symbol. We can take care about using star symbol, considering that all the columns, what is it? All the columns, that particular star symbol, considering that all the columns while working this particular database, that particular star symbol, which is considering that all the columns, okay, taking care about from, we need to be get provide that particular table name. We need to be get provide that particular table name. See the understanding, use of select command, retrieve the data. We got star symbol. Meaning of star symbol, what is it? All columns here. Taking care about informing to the database to retrieve data of all the columns from the table of employee 39. If I just take care about in executing, if I just take care about in executing, it has to retrieve data from the whole table. So in that whole table, whatever data is there in that particular whole table, whatever data is there, it will take care about in retrieving the whole data. We are able to retrieve data of the whole table, or we can provide one column. We can provide only one column, retrieving the data from whole table and retrieving the data from one column, or retrieving the data from more than one column, retrieving the data from more than one column. It can go with, one particular column, or it can try with more than one particular column according to that particular requirement. As part of your testing, you need to take care about what kind of data you need to retrieve the data, to get retrieve the data. You have to take care about, you need to take care about in having writing that particular respective select statement. You have to take care about in writing that particular select statement. We can take care about retrieving data from the whole table, or retrieving the data from one column, or retrieving the data from multiple columns. In the same way, we can take care about in retrieving data based on conditions. We can retrieve data based on conditions and based on operators. We can retrieve the data based on conditions, or we can retrieve the data based on operators. Let's understand what is the syntax. Let's understand what exactly the syntax need to be get followed for each and every conditions or respective operators. In that, take with the first one, where condition, or you can mention that where class and then make a note of the syntax. Description is not required. Description is not required. Description is not required. Just make a note of the syntax. Mention that where class, mention that where class, and then write that syntax. Just the syntax only. All online students also. Description is not required. Description is not required. Just make a note of that particular syntax. Okay, right. See that. What is the condition we got? Where condition. We need to be get take care about select start from. Meaning of the start, all columns. It will consider all the columns here, taking care about writing with the condition, taking care about writing with the condition, considering that taking with that particular employee salary, considering that taking with that particular employee salary greater than 5,000. It will take care about retrieving the records. It will take care about in retrieving the records of greater than 5,000. It will take care about in retrieving the records of greater than 5,000. In the same way, you can try different conditions. You can try different conditions considering that taking with less than less than 5,000. What exactly that particular records are there? It will take care about. It will take care about in retrieving that particular respective records here. So according to that particular requirement, according to that particular requirement, you need to take care about in retrieving all that particular records. The whole concept, according to the requirement, you need to be get comfortable in writing different type of select statement. While working select statement or select command, previously only select command. Now, along with the select command, we are taking care about where condition. Along with where condition, along with where condition, we can take care about in utilizing some operators. Along with where condition, we can take care about in utilizing some operators here. Let's consider that particular operators one by one. Mention that the first operator like. Mention that the first operator like. Mention that first operator is like and make a note of the syntax. All the description not required. All the description is not required. Just make a note of that particular syntax taking with like. Make a note of that particular syntax. Mention the like operator, that syntax. Just only the syntax. Online students also, all the online students also, just take care about that particular syntax. Uh, what is operator? What is operator? Like we are taking care about, we are taking care about the condition. We are taking care about that particular where condition. We are using select statement, select command. Use of select command. Yeah. Select command. Retrieve. Retrieve the data. Retrieve the data. In that, we mention start symbol also. Meaning of start symbol. What is it? All columns. We need to be get take care about all columns, taking care about where condition. So while working with that particular where condition, I'm just taking care about the column name, taking with the employee role. That particular employee role, I'm using operator. What is operator? Like operator. This particular like operator, this particular like operator, say that. What is the column name we given? Column name, employee role. In that employee role, that column, I'm giving only starting letter. I just provided only starting letter and after that providing that particular person symbol. By that, the like operator will understand. The like operator will understand to retrieve the data, to retrieve the data of employee role. Employee role started with the letter of T. In the starting, it will see that letter of T is available. After the letter of T, it will not worry any of the data. That is what you provided. That is what he provided. That particular person symbol. That is what he provided. That particular percentage symbol. Just he provided that particular T. Okay, let me run that. Let me run that. Now we can say that. Say the employee role. Say the employee role. The starting letter. What is the starting letter he got? T. The starting letter he got an T. In the same way, I'll just consider that D. Now we can see. If I just run that, if I just run that, it is giving with the records. It has been giving with the records of employee role. Employee role started that particular letter of D. It can go with one letter or it can go with more than one letter according to the requirement. According to the requirement, it can go with one letter or taking with more than one letter. For example, I'm taking with in. I'll run the code. I'll run that particular query. Any data is displayed? Any data? Why it is not giving any data? Uh, there is no employee role which has been started with the letters of in. For example, this I will be taking with employee status. I'm just taking with employee status. Now we can see if I just run, if I just run, giving the records. So with that particular letters of, with that particular letters of in, whatever the data is there, it will provide that particular data. So according to the requirement, taking care about that condition, along with the condition, we can take care about that operator. For now, what is operator we got? What is it? Like operator. In the same way, in the same way, we can try with one more operator. What is it? In. Mention that in operator. Mention that in operator. Make a note of that particular syntax. Mention the in operator and make a note of that particular syntax. Mention the in operator, that particular syntax. Okay, right. Now you can see that how exactly we can do it. The one you will be taking with like operator in the same way. What is another one? Taking with in operator. Like operator, we can consider one filter. In operator, we can consider more than one filter. I mean, we can filter the data with the different options. If I'm taking with in, if I'm taking with in, I'm just giving that particular employee status. I'm just providing that particular employee status that I will be taking with active. It has been giving the records of active. One filter. I can go with I can go with more than one particular filter. I can go with more than one particular filter. I can write, I can write more than one particular filter. In case of like operator, in case of like operator, only one filter. In case of in operator, more than one filter. I mean, we can filter with the data. We can filter with the data by taking with more than one particular filter. So here I'm just taking care about in providing that particular employee role. Considering that developer, it will provide that particular records. It will provide that particular records. After that, I will be taking care about, I will be taking care about in giving with both the records that will be taking with developer and tester. So it will take care about in matching with this particular data. It will take care about in matching with this particular data. According to that, it will take care about in retrieving that particular records. So the one it will take care about, the one it will take care about like operator. Like operator is for only one filter. And we got in operator. In operator is for more than one filter. In the same way, mention the between. Make a note of between. Mention the between and the syntax. Only the syntax. Mention the between and make a note of that particular syntax. Okay. Right. So the one you're taking with like operator and taking with in operator, similar to that, you will be taking with between. So considering that taking with that particular respective employee salary, mentioning about taking with that particular filter between. So between, you can provide that particular data. You can provide that particular data considering that particular range. Within this particular data, it will retrieve that particular records. It will take care about, it will take care about in retrieving that particular records. Right. Say that. So in between of these two values, in between of these two values, whatever the records are there, it will take care about in providing that particular records. It will take care about in providing that particular records. In between that particular values, whatever the records are there, it will take care about in retrieving that particular records here. So in this way, we need to be just comfortable taking care about all that particular syntax, utilizing different type of operators. For now, what are the operators we got? Like operator, in operator, between operator. Similar to that, we got some more operators are there that will look into that. After that, we need to take care about retrieve the data from more than one table. For now, we done only one table. In case of more than one table that we need to take care about joins concept. More than one table we need to take care about joins concept that we have to discuss. After that, we have to take care about writing the program of database with Selenium. If you want to connect with database with Selenium, how we can take care about database with Selenium, that program need to be done. That is one part need to be done. After that, we'll take care about that particular performance testing details here. So for now, will continue this particular database. So tomorrow we'll take care about some more operators and we'll try to look into that particular joins concept. After that, we'll take care about database with Selenium. So it's not like mandatory that in the real time you will work all these things here, but as part of interview, you have to take care about all the syntaxes here. So take care about all that particular syntaxes, how you can get comfortable that particular respective query statement. Look into that practice. If possible, do the installation. Not able to the installation, take care about online editors and do the practice. But please take care about all the syntaxes. Please look into the practice. Okay. Take care about the practice. Carry on. Thank you.